So I'm going to share a poem with you that I first heard this on a retreat that I was with Ram Dass many years ago. And so I know many of you will know this. It's called, If I Had My Life to Live Over. If I had my life to live over, I'd dare to make more mistakes next time. Oh, I should say, this is written by a woman who is 85 years young. And at 85, this is what she writes. If I had my life to live over, I'd dare to make more mistakes next time. I'd relax. I would limber up. I would be sillier than I have been this trip. I would take fewer things seriously. I would take more chances. I would take more trips. I would climb more mountains and swim more rivers. I would eat more ice cream and less beans. I would perhaps have more actual troubles, but I'd have fewer imaginary ones. You see, I'm one of those people who lives sensibly and sanely, hour after hour, day after day. Oh, I've had my moments, and if I had it to do over again, I'd have more of them. In fact, I'd try to have nothing else, just moments. One after another, instead of living so many years ahead of each day. See, I've been one of those people who never go anywhere without a thermometer, a hot water bottle, a raincoat, and a parachute. Now, if I had my life to live over, I would start barefoot earlier in the spring and stay that way later in the fall. If I had it to do over again, I would travel lighter next time. I would go to more dances. I would ride more merry-go-rounds. I would pick more daisies. Isn't that wonderful? That's at 85 years young. Now remember, 85 is the new 65, okay? Because, you know, of this change in consciousness that's happening. So being willing to have a little controlled folly, to live a little lighter, to be a little looser and not hold everything so rigidly. One of the components is strength of purpose, of vision, of concentration. You know, it takes strength to practice what you know. You know, we all encountered spiritual truth years ago, but how long before we actually practice? You know, to really say, oh, I have got to use the spiritual truth within me in this situation, to practice what I know. You know, what I say I know, what I study. You know, to live like we are all one. To live love, that's our affirmation. You know, I am living love. Well, we say that, when are we going to start? Right? You know, if you get quiet enough, you will see that there is peacefulness, another quality. You know, that with peacefulness, I think if you're peaceful within yourself, you cannot help but treat the world with love and compassion and tenderness. You know, and you can see what's really important when you're peaceful. When you're not peaceful, you're sort of caught up in the swirl of the world. You know, do this, get this, buy this, shop here, do this, look this way, be this way, say this, don't do that, whatever you do, do this. You know, what do I really care about? You can only know when you're peaceful. You know, what do I really value? You can only know when you're peaceful. What do I want to be? What do I want to do? Only comes when you're peaceful. The last one is steadfastness, and I think this is an interesting word because this is an inner capacity to be in balance, I think, to have equanimity in our life. See, that whatever arises, I know I'm okay. You know, people go around all the time. I hear people every week telling me how overwhelmed they are. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. I have so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. Just think about this. Metaphysics 101. You're telling the universe again and again with great feeling how overwhelmed you are. And the universe says, okay, overwhelmed? Here you go. You thought you were overwhelmed now? Keep affirming that, right? The truth is, spiritual truth is, you will handle whatever you have before you. You have the wisdom and the intelligence and the wherewithal to move through whatever life is presenting you with grace, with equanimity, with peace of mind, because that's your consciousness, because that's who you are.